Welcome back to the Daily Rundown with me, Fiona Fox, and they were the fabulous women from Women Against State Pension Inequality before the break. If you would like to sign that petition, as I have just done on the break, do look them up. They're on Facebook and Twitter, WASPy. Now, it's that time of the evening where my lovely guests who have rejoined me, the Stephens, we were trying to work out what a collective noun for Stephens is. You can have another think about it. Maybe it can be something to say. It's something to say time. This is where my guests get to open, or I open the floor for them to get something off their chest or inform me of something interesting, whatever it might be. Which Stephen's going to go first? Stephen?
Want me to go?
I don't want to say age before beauty, but seeing as though you win on both counts, then I'm guessing you're going first, my friend.
I'm not responding to that.
Okay.
So mine's a bit of a jokey one, but it's very serious. The Spectator magazine has just launched a campaign, a competition, with a £1,000 prize, no less, to come up with the most offensive poem about the Turkish President.
Wow.
Now, why the Turkish President, I hear everyone say, and the reason they're doing this is because the Turkish President is a fairly autocratic character, and he has a record of taking people to court who insult him. So they don't need to say anything libelous, they just need to insult him, in his opinion, and he takes them to court in Turkey. And that's bad enough. But there's a German comedian who was on a TV programme a couple of weeks ago, and he was making fun of the fact that the Turkish president had recalled or the Turkish government, had called in the German ambassador to tell them how disappointed they were that something had been published in Germany about Erdogan, who's the Turkish president. So this comedian on this TV programme in Germany thought, this is nonsense, this is ridiculous, free speech is what we need. So he then read out this poem on German TV, which was very rude about the Turkish president. So the Turkish president has then found out that in Germany, and this is the key thing, in Germany and in a number of other European countries, if someone says something not unfair, what's the word, something derogatory about a head of state of another country, they can be prosecuted.
Okay.
So he's found this out, and he's managed to get Merkel, who's the Chancellor in Germany, to agree that there should be an investigation of this. So rather than Merkel say, don't be ridiculous, that's just silly, she's said, we'll investigate this, and she's just sort of prolonged this nonsense. So anyway, this Spectator magazine's obviously thought, well, we're in Britain, there is no such law in Britain, we're pleased to say, so let's have a competition in who can come up with the most offensive poem about the Turkish president.
And are you entering?
I may well do, although I am travelling to Turkey in about a fortnight, so I better not do it before I go, just in case I don't get in.
Yeah.
It's all about free speech, you see.
I was about to say, I mean, obviously as a comedian, this is going to rub you up the wrong way, I presume. Or?
Well, I'd not heard of this, and I will be first of all learning how to write poetry, and then
I think it's a fairly loose definition of poetry.
Oh, excellent! Yes,
so you'll be in.
I might be in there. Yeah. There was no man from Prestatyn. There was no man from
Turkey.
Because I was going to go on, Stephen, reach into your bag of Turkish city names that you've got there just prepared, and no. Yes, free speech is very important. I think. By doing this, I mean, I remember there's a, if I remember correctly, and it's the same gentleman, there's a video of him doing a speech, and strangely his voice is very high and high-pitched and squeaky. I just think that public figures, that's what they're there for, you know, they're there to be boring and to be shot at, not
Not literally.
Not literally. I mean, figuratively, satirically. Lampooned, let's say,
lampooned,
rather than harpooned.
Do you think there's some heads of state that seem to take it better than others? Or, I mean, for all we kind of give out about the US and their censorship with their news and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they annihilate whoever they annihilate their own presidents all the time.
Yeah.
Countries like ours and the likes of the US, France, various other countries, I'm sure. You know, it's just accepted that you should be able to make fun of, especially people in power.
At least it's not a crime. I mean, that it's not a crime. Maybe censorship at some point.
I mean,
do you remember there was a story about the former Prime Minister in Ireland, Bryan Callen? Unfortunately, he's not blessed in the looks department, and some artist did a caricature of him. I mean, it wasn't, sitting on the toilet, and it wasn't flattering, but managed to sneak into one of the national art galleries and hang it up on the wall. And it was it was brilliant. It was so funny. It was the worst, most grotesque version of the poor guy you'd ever see. But he was almost charged with a law equivalent to treason.
Wow!
Almost. It was, and obviously the argument was that Ireland were supposed to, we like a bit of crack, we like a good slagging and that kind of thing. How could this happen? And, why? Just because he took offence? Should there be a line?
Well, there's got to be a line. Obviously, I mean, free speech can't be just, can't just, I can't just suddenly say something about you two live on TV, which is,
I don't mind seeing it.
Yeah, but I mean, so I could say whatever I like about
say what you're about, Fiona.
But if it's something, that involves criminal acts or whatever, you should rightly be able to have a go at me legally if I did so. But offence, if it's just offence, if it's just causing someone to feel uncomfortable or be a bit upset about what's been said or drawn or written or whatever, no, there should be no limits to that.
Do you think so?
Absolutely, because
do you think there's a fine line even, or?
I don't think there is a fine line. I think there's a very definite line, which is if you say something that's factually incorrect, which involves, suggesting criminal acts. If you say something that incites violence, those sorts of things. There's a line. Yeah, there's got to be some lines. But if it's just stuff that really, where even most people look at it and say, oh, it's a bit harsh, I don't think you should say that. The minute you stop that is the minute you allow these nutters to put the lines where you can't say anything about them. That's why you can't have them.
I think it is the thing that amuses me a lot of the times when you get people who complain and you see letters that start with the sentence, although I didn't watch it personally, I would like to complain in the strongest possible terms. I would like to complain about a programme that's going to be on in a week. I have heard that this will happen in this. Margaret in the post office said that Gertrude had told her that Bridget had been personally informed by her postman that his cat had told him. You just think, I just think that offence, I forget who said it, but offence is very rarely given, it's very often taken.
That's correct.
And I think that
we'll have to look that up. It's a good quote.
Yeah, even before I went into the area of being a joke monkey, I liked living on that. I liked living on that edge, and also I'm honest. Very rarely do I say things internally. So a lot of the times I can say things that people will take offence at. So I learned at a very young age that you are responsible for what you say. If I say something that I just say and either of you two are offended, then that is something I've said that is offensive, whether I think of it or not. I hate people who say, I'm sorry if you feel I've upset you there, because they're not saying it. If I say something that and you say, do you know what, Stephen, that's out of order, that's upset me, whether I think that's right or not, it's my duty as a good person, as a good doer, to kind of go, I'm sorry, because I didn't mean to, very rarely, I'd never mean to offend, very rarely, I can't lie, very rarely do I mean to offend people with what I say.
Sometimes they deserve it.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you saying that someone needs to go and apologise now to the Turkish head of state?
No, I think he is a head of state who has basically gone, all you people who are being nasty about me, I'm going to take you to court. So everybody who's being nasty about him has gone, okay, if that's your reaction, then all these people are doing now, the spectators just playing him at his own game and going, all right, you're gonna charge a German comedian. Well, we don't have that right, so let's see how you like.
Neener.
Yeah, it's hands across you. In a moment where we're debating about whether we're in or out, it's great to say that the UK is reaching out to our German cousins in a moment of European harmony to pull it together.
We've got some dodgy laws in this country, but we don't have that dodgy law, and we're going to take full advantage of it.
So, before we go into the break, then, will you enter this competition, Stevens?
Yes.
Yes, let's say we're going to do it.
Yes, yes.
We will do this.
Yes.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we want updates. We want updates. Obviously, you can't reveal it because it might win, but best of luck with that. We'll come back with Stephen Armstrong's Something to Say in just a minute. We're going into our last break of the evening. Don't go anywhere.